Now, it may be difficult for you to listen to this, but let me tell you, a lot of suicide, they are not suicide, they are murder. A lot of suicide, they are murder. It is happening because of things around them. It is happening because of things around them. कुनै टाइम त जस्तै SLC को स्कोर राम्रो नआएको कारणले गर्दा there were so many students who did suicide, who died out of suicide because they were not able to handle it. कारण हामीले SLC जतिको त्यसको रिजल्ट जतिको इम्पोर्टेन्ट हो त्योभन्दा बढी इम्पोर्टेन्ट त्यो रिजल्ट हो भनेर ब्र्याग गरिरहेको थियो. All over media, all over the family, everyone expected result to be very high. अनि I remember मेरो एकजना टिचरले मलाई भन्नुहुन्थ्यो कि यदि कोही SLC को रिजल्ट राम्रो नआएर ऊ मर्छ भने त्यो मान्छे मरे राम्रो बिकज त्यति पनि ह्यान्डल गर्न नसक्दैछ. अरे what to do? Yes, सकेन. त्यतिको पनि ह्यान्डल गर्न नसक्ने किसिमकै तरिकाले ऊ हुर्क्या रहेछ. त्यतिको ह्यान्डल गर्न नसक्ने किसिमको उसको इमोसनले चाहिँ भने क्या डज इट मिन कि द्याट पर्सन टु सुड डाई? डज इट मिन कि प्लानेट अर्थ भनेको त्यो व्यक्तिको लागि मात्रै हो जसले सिचुएसनलाई ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्छन् या जो व्यक्तिको मुटु एकदम बलियो हुन्छ? डज इट मिन कि एउटा पार्टिकुलर ग्रुप अफ पिपल मात्र यो संसारमा बाँच्न सक्छन्, अदर पिपल दे शुड रियली नट बी एबल टु लिभ आउट हियर? A lot of times suicide, they are murder. तपाईं यस्तो किसिमको काम गर्नुहुन्छ जहाँनिर you are stressed out, you are frustrated every single time, you don't like that kind of work, but you are working because you have to feed your family. And you know, and yes, त्यो अवस्थामा you may not do suicide. Work stressले गर्दा suicide गर्नु होला नगर्नु होला, but you know what? Monday morning विदेशमा हेर्यो भने चाहिँ Monday is the day जतिखेर maximum व्यक्तिहरु heart attack आउँछन् because Monday is the day on which they realize कि ओहो I have to work once again. Work life is one of the reason for depression, a lot of times for suicide. And you know, the internet bullying that we have. कोही व्यक्तिले यस्तो कुरा भन्यो जुन कुरा हामीलाई सुन्न मन छैन, कुनै व्यक्तिले यस्तो कुरा भन्यो जुन कुरा हामीलाई चित्त बुझ्दैन, कुनै व्यक्तिले यस्तो कुरा भन्यो जसको कारणले उ स्क्यान्डलमा पर्यो. But it's now there is so much of bullying all around us. कुनै भिडियो हामीलाई मन परेन, we can write any of the word. Criticizing is wonderful, but any of the word जसले उसको यसको इमोसनलाई कति डाउन पार्न सक्छ. जस्तो किसिमको इन्टरनेटमा बुलिङ हुन्छ जुन बुलिङको कारणले गर्दा त्यो व्यक्ति अर्को दिन सुतिसकेपछि ओहो म नउठौँ कि भन्ने उसलाई सोच आउँछ. रातिको सपनामा त्यही कुरा आउँछ अनि आँखा खोल्न सक्दा उसलाई विश्वास पनि हुँदैन कि that is really happening all over the internet. The people who have been bullied, who are part of this cybercrime, who are part of this, who have become victim because of the kind of bullying they get all over the internet. एक छिनमा, एक घण्टामा, 2 दिनमा. That brings out big suffering. Every one of us, you know, every one of us, we want people to love us. Every one of us, we expect somehow people to like us. अनि जब हामी इच्छाले बाँचिरहेको हुन्छ सबजनाले हामीलाई माया गरोस् नि अर्को दिनमा the whole world is criticizing you and saying that you have done bad. That is the moment जतिखेर तपाईको जति तपाई strong भए पनि you somehow tear down, you somehow fall down and you get this thought on your head कि I want to do suicide. You know what? रिसर्चले देखाउँछ कि जो व्यक्ति साइबर बुलिङमा पर्छ नि, इन्टरनेट बुलिङमा पर्छ, त्यो व्यक्तिले सुसाइड गर्ने सम्भावना इज डबल. त्यो व्यक्तिले म जीवन छोड्छु भन्ने सम्भावना इज डबल. लट अफ टाइम्स माय डियर फ्रेन्ड्स, सुसाइड इज नट सुसाइड, इट इज मर्डर. And I truly understand कि you know suicide बाहिरको फोर्सको कारणले गर्दा नहोला, it happens because of your own decision, but we have to understand कि हामीहरूको decision हामीहरूकै भए तापनि त्यसमा influence गर्ने factor is all around us. People do suicide, especially those ones जो बच्चा बेलादेखि abuse भएका छन्. People do suicide जो harassment को शिकार भएका छन्. People do suicide जसको लाइफ प्रतिको एक्सपेक्टेसन एकदमै मिट भएको छैन. People do suicide जो आमाको कोखमै भएको बेला आमाले यदि भाइलेन्सको थ्रुबाट जानु भएको छ भने त्यो व्यक्तिहरू जन्म लिइसकेपछि it is possibility that they do suicide. People do suicide who are not really very strong emotionally, and we are like creating that kind of world. Just if you are smart mentally, you're going to make more money. Okay, fair enough. If you are good emotionally, if you are active physically, you can survive. Other people, they don't even deserve to survive. Aru व्यक्तिहरु, they don't even deserve to get respect. If you're good looking, yes, तपाईको career opportunity पाउने सम्भावना बढी हुन्छ, especially when you're female. And if you're somebody who is like ugly in the definition of society, तपाईले जागिर नपाउने पनि सम्भावना हुन सक्छ कतिपय अवस्थामा. It is truth, isn't it? You know it. And you know those things are definitely creating inferiority को feeling आउन थाल्छ, emotional disbalance हुन थाल्छ. It goes to peak and people start to get into the habit of leaving their body. And we say कि जब सुसाइड गर्छ कस्तो वीक रहेछ, कस्तो लुजर रहेछ, but we do not even know त्यो व्यक्तिको जीवनको कथा के थियो. We do not even know कस्तो किसिमको उलाई सफरिङ भइरहेको थियो. यस, जुन इश्यू मलाई हुन्छ, मलाई एकदम गाह्रो होला ह्यान्डल गर्न, त्यही इश्यू तपाईले भयो भने तपाईले सजिलो तरिकाले ह्यान्डल गर्नु होला. But because we are different, we have different DNA, we have different social conditioning, we have different psychology, but it does not really mean कि people who cannot handle things properly they should die. किनकि कुनै पनि स्कुलले हामीलाई सिकाएन नि how to be able to stand on bullying, how to be able to stand when you are being harassed, how to be able to stand on the ground when things are not as you want things to be. No one taught us those things. अनि जब हामीलाई त्यो कुरा सिकाइएन, why do we blame somebody who is doing suicide? Yes, that person was weak. तर त्यो व्यक्ति weak हुनुमा हाम्रो गल्ती छ किनकि हामीले यस्तो खालको सिस्टम बनाएको छौं जुन सिस्टममा you know You have to be the smartest for you to do good. You have to be emotionally so strong for you to succeed. You have to be so good physically, mentally, emotionally for you to be respected, to be accepted. That is the system we have created. So the blame is on every one of our soldiers because we are the one who created the system. The blame is on every one of our soldiers. If somebody attempts suicide, it's because of every one of us. If somebody does suicide, it's because of every one of us. The blame should be on our soldier. Yes, I understand कतिपय अवस्थामा you do suicide किनकि तपाईलाई psychotic disease लागेको हुन्छ किनकि तपाईलाई schizophrenia भएको हुन्छ. That may be because of the genetics of that person. तर त्यो बाहेक जब social pressure को कारणले गर्दा social expectation meet नभएको कारणले गर्दा कोही व्यक्तिले suicide गर्छ भने चाहिँ we are that pressure giving agent. We are that society. The blame is on every one of us. You want to change? You want people not to do suicide? Come on man. कोही व्यक्तिले नराम्रो गराउने त्यस्तो किसिमको मीम अलिअलि बनाउनु क्रिटिसाइज गर्नु रमाइलो हुन्छ बट त्यस्तो किसिमको तरिकाले मान्छेलाई प्रेसर दिने so that the person does not have any other option. We got to understand people have different emotions. कोही व्यक्तिले सानो कुरा पनि ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्दैनन्. Yes, somehow it is their fault. I agree. Somehow it is their fault कि उनीहरूले ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्दैनन्, but it doesn't mean कि we have to push them to such a high extent कि उहाँ च्यातिहाल्छन्. You want to change the system? You don't want people to do suicide? We got to take the responsibility on our soldiers, every one of us. Every one of us. Mental health matters on it matters the most.